Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into something that's pretty much the invisible engine of our digital world, cloud computing. We've got your sources here, specifically the excerpts from Tech in 10, Understanding Cloud Computing. And our mission really is to pull out the key bits, make this whole complex topic super clear and, actionable for you. It's kind of amazing when you think about it, right? Cloud computing is behind everything from your Netflix shows to your banking app. Even games like Fortnite rely heavily on it. It's everywhere. But yeah, for a lot of people, it still feels a bit, cloudy. We're hoping to clear that up today.
It really is. It's become so fundamental, hasn't it, to almost everything we do online. What's fascinating here is how pervasive cloud computing has become, often without us even realizing the complex stuff happening behind the curtain. It's not just about understanding what it is, but really grasping why it matters so much in our daily digital lives.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Fundamentally, cloud computing. It's more than just saving photos online, right? What's the core idea?
That's a good place to start, yeah. It is more than just online storage, though that's part of it. Fundamentally, cloud computing means you're using remote servers hosted somewhere out on the internet to store, manage, and process your data. Instead of, relying completely on your own computer or phone right in front of you, the real shift is breaking free from the limits of the physical hardware you own. Your laptop's hard drive isn't the be-all and end-all anymore. Or if you're a business, you don't necessarily have to buy racks of expensive servers. You tap into this huge, flexible resource pool instead.
Okay, so it's like when I save a file on Google Drive or Dropbox instead of just on my laptop's hard drive, then I can get to it from my phone or another computer, basically anywhere I have an internet connection. That flexibility.
Exactly. That's the user-facing experience of it. And the why behind that, why it works, is this massive underlying infrastructure. Those remote servers live in huge data centers, and they provide a level of power, stability, and backup, frankly, that your individual device just can't match. Think of it like trying to power a whole city with little generators in each house versus having a big, reliable central power grid.
That infrastructure sounds like a huge deal. So who actually builds and maintains these massive digital foundations? Who are the architects here?
Well, you definitely know the big names. We're talking about Amazon Web Services, AWS, then there's Microsoft Azure and Google Cloud Platform, or GCP. These companies aren't just tech giants. They're kind of like the landlords of the digital world now. They own and operate these enormous data centers, strategically placed all over the globe.
Right, massive data centers. And strategically placed, you mean like to reduce lag. So data processing happens closer to users.
Precisely, for low latency, for speed, and also for redundancy and availability across different regions.
I like that landlord analogy. So when you use the cloud, you're basically renting compute power and storage space from them. It's like renting an apartment instead of buying a whole house, right? Mm-hmm. You get the space, the utilities, the maintenance, without the huge upfront cost of building your own IT setup.
That nails it. And the scale they operate at is just mind-boggling. Huge networks of servers, storage, cooling systems, networking gear. It allows for incredible resource allocation. And for businesses, this is huge. It shifts spending from CapEx, capital expenditure, buying all that expensive hardware up front.
Right, big investments.
To OpEx, operational expenditure. You just pay for what you use, like a utility. It's a massive change for budgeting, for agility, lets companies try new things much faster.
That flexibility sounds amazing for businesses, but they're not all using the cloud in the same way, are they? It seems like there are different levels. Let's talk about these layers of the cloud. How does that work?
Absolutely. Think of it like different levels of service, or maybe different levels of abstraction from the raw hardware. At the base level, closest to the metal, you have IaaS infrastructure as a service. This is like renting the fundamental building blocks. Virtual machines, storage, networks. You get a lot of control, almost like setting up your own server, but it's all virtual and hosted elsewhere. Amazon EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud is a classic example.
Okay, so IaaS is for the tech pros, the IT folks, who really want to configure the underlying infrastructure themselves, digitally speaking.
Exactly. They get their hands dirty, configuring operating systems, networks, all that. Moving up one level, you get PaaS, Platform as a Service. This is aimed more at developers. Here, the cloud provider manages the underlying infrastructure, the servers, the operating systems, maybe databases, middleware. So developers can just focus on writing code and deploying their applications without worrying about patching servers.
So they get a platform to build on.